Just finished uploading yesterday's video and we're already starting a new one. God damn, if you stayed to the end of yesterday's video, you would have heard me say, long story short, I don't have the Widebody kit now. The Widebody kit is in LA. I'm gonna go pick it up from the guys who make it right now. So these next couple days are gonna be absolutely crazy packed. Put the Widebody on it, and then literally tomorrow, premium auto styling is coming down and we're gonna start wrapping this car. I'm not gonna tell you what color it is now, but let me tell you, it is absolutely crazy. I'm going as wild as possible. I want it to be in true spirit of like JDM drift style, so that's what's gonna look like. Oh, we got something in the mail for us, but we're not gonna tell you what it is yet. But this truck is dropping off something huge for us. We'll see it in like a week or so, but
actually physically huge.
It's physically huge.
It's
physically huge. The amount of people that this DIY little e-brake hydro thing pissed off, so many. I don't understand why. Everyone got Russell that I called it a hydro when I specifically said I'm gonna call that for lack of better terms. Everyone's like, well, that's not the definition of hydro. Oh. Come on, baby, I believe in you. Let's go, Selena! Let's go! It is a 50mm wide body kit. So what I'm gonna do is, oh, that looks sick as fuck. I'll probably just order a 50mm spacer today. Now, some of you are like, TJ, that is a huge spacer. It is, but it's fine. Literally, I've talked to so many people about it who run that all the time. And even that PBM yesterday, they were like, yeah, spacer's 100% fine. Don't trip about it, you're straight. So that's what we're gonna do. Also, to answer the question, TJ, why would you wide body the 350? Like, you're trying to get skates, you're trying to go sideways, yada, yada, yada. My first thought was making the car wider would essentially give you more traction, right? I was like, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't affect it that much at all. You don't even notice the difference of like sticking more. If you wall tap or you hit someone or you crash or do whatever, having the like fender flares, the over fenders, the wide body kit, you can essentially just like replace it and put a new one back on, and it's, in the long run, it's a cheaper option. So that should answer all those questions. Such not what I meant to do.
Die, bitch.
Calvin, don't shake me. Dude, it's sketchy. I feel like I'm literally gonna like tip right now.
Die, bitch. Whoa, chill, man, chill.
Did it.
Chill.
Trying to get this antenna out. What the hell? Dude, it is dusty. Oh.
It's a
Rubik's Cube puzzle. So, like, I've gotten to the point where I just like don't care anymore. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
Like, this car does its job. That's all that matters. I don't need this interior.
Yeah, dog. I feel you. I.e. the Miatas. Fresh produce. Thumbnail.
Oh, thanks, baby.
If it's not a 10,
it was a 10, mate.
good on you, man.
That is today's video. How two idiots try and remove a antenna plug. Oh!
Fucking unscrew me.
There you go.
Well,
I would hire you. After seeing that right there, that is your, what's that thing you turn in at a job? Resume. That was your fucking resume.
right there, man.
You're hired. Now, normally what we would do is we would start tracing and making our lines now and then cut, but me and Calvin were thinking, let's try a different alternative route, and let's drill the holes first, then put our Cleco clips in, and then take it out, and then make our cut. But damn, it's crazy to think that when we started the BRZ and we did that like what, a month ago, 2 months ago, Cal? Yeah. This process was like so foreign for us, and now completely comfortable and moving on forward with it, which is awesome. Because I think it kind of like shows, you know, when you start getting into cars, or your roommate might be into cars but you haven't started working on stuff yet, a lot of stuff is really intimidating at first, but you do it once, you do it twice, you kind of watch more people do it, and it's like, oh, boom, easy, 1, 2, 3, done, which is mad.
Vape Nation.
Calvin's been extremely obsessed with H3. Ethan, Ela, shout out to you guys. Vape Nation for life.
They should react to one of our videos. Call us like shit talk us, please.
I don't think we're even like worthy of that. Not even close. We're not even close.
I want them to. Like, I'd be honored if you guys shit talk to us. Like even like the PewDiePie shit talkings. Have you seen those videos?
Again, I don't think we're worthy for that, mate. But that'd be pretty cool.
Tag them in here, please.
March 26th, we are doing our first meet and greet in LA of the year. A lot of you guys are always asking, do something in LA. We are going to be at AutoCon March 26th. It's a huge event in the LA Convention Center. I'm gonna be there, Calvin's gonna be there. I think we're gonna do the reveal of this 350 there. The GTR might be there. We're gonna do stage time, and Hunt Company's gonna do a pop-up shop. So please, LA, or even just fucking California, AutoCon, it's gonna be a crazy event. 26th, I will be there. Also, April 15th, we are doing an open free drift event at Grange Motorsport Track with Ambit. It's called the Spring Bash. I'll link that down below. It's a free drift event. If your car is drift worthy, you can come drift with me, with Calvin. Evan Shanks is coming, B is for Build is coming.
I have a little insider information. I like slap stickers in general.
Calvin wants you to bring
No, I'm not saying, hey, if you want to bring me stickers, I would appreciate it. But I'm not saying don't bring me, just, you know what? Forget I said that.
Those two events, y'all better be coming out. We haven't done a meet since the channel was at 300,000 subscribers. We're now at over 600,000. If I don't see some mad love, ooh,
I'm gonna poop my pants.
I'm gonna be upset.
I'm gonna shit myself right here.
March 26th, AutoCon, April 15th, Spring Bash, 2 events. Let's fucking go. All right, it's time to cut this bitch up now. One down, 3 more to go. Oh, are you serious?
That's a new life, dude.
Where are you gonna? One thing that we have learned is when you're using the cutoff wheel and you're like cutting a car and you get all those like sparks and stuff, we've always thought they were harmless. I mean, to your body they're harmless, pretty much almost everything they're harmless, except your glass. If you're cutting anything and you have glass shards like throwing out, if you have the sparks throwing out, they actually hit your glass and it like actually like chisels away a little bit. You don't visually see it, but you can feel it. So we're gonna use this rug that we took out of the movie room and use it to cover up my windshield. Nice memes. So I just went totally not care mode and pretty much Sharpie outlined how much, it's not even that much I'm cutting off. I probably should cut more off. I'll probably figure it out as we go along.
You're only cutting this much off?
Yeah, and then I marked it up and that was it. No, I'm probably just gonna yeet in this, because I know, look, I have all this to cut off. So I'm probably gonna cut a lot off. Well, that's what I marked. So I marked it with the kit and was like, that's technically all that needs to go, but I'll probably end up going inches and inches above it and just make my own line and freehand it. Is I just lightly graze it. It looks pretty shitty, to be honest with you, but I lightly just graze what I'm gonna be cutting. That's actually not a lot at all, so I'll probably end up cutting more. But I just lightly went over it, and this allows you to create your track. So when you cut it again, it goes easier, much easier. One thing I did on the BRZs when I cut it, I used to just do this in one whole cut. And when you do that, the wheel gets too hot and you start like welding the metal rather than cutting it. So this is a good trick that I'm trying to learn how to do, and it is actually making it a little simpler. So this little tip. I might cut a little more, I'm not too sure yet. It's not really that necessary, but I did an okay job. I've done better work. But then on the back is such a bitch, because the back of the cars, usually most cars have 2 layers. They have like an exterior, then like an interior of the same thing. The fronts only have 1. So the rears you have to cut twice. You can see it here. So I outlined the first cut through it, and then had to cut again on the lower bottom to release it. So here's that first layer. I know it looks really shitty, but you're not gonna see any of this. Once you get that out, you have to cut again and cut on the same ridge on that layer. This part sucks. And I don't have any gloves, so all my hands are getting all cut up. This hand's like bleeding. I'm getting fucked up over here. Almost done. Recut the top and brought it up just a little bit, so the rear is a little bit longer. So I can at this point like hammer this part up with the hammer and kind of make it a little more flush. Normally if you go all the way like on the B or Z we're doing it, but on this car I don't know if we will. You pretty much cut slits in this and you bend it up, and then at that point you're able to like weld it and whatnot and make it prettier. I don't really feel the need to do that just because I know this car is just a track car. Want to go full out with it. I think I did okay for the cut for the first time. I ended up leaving the rear bumper. I didn't cut that off. I probably could have brought it down here a little bit, but I just felt no need. And it is plastic, so I didn't really want to fuck it up that much. This will be held in right here. You can see the hole we drilled. That's where the rear panel will go into, so this holds flush. This looks ugly right here. I'm gonna go at everything again with an angle grinder and clean it up. I fucked up on the front, and I'm an idiot for not thinking about this during the time, but I'm pretty mad at myself. I could probably cut more. I probably won't, but the kit stops right here. Like it flattens out and like is just like an over fender type thing, flattens out right here. And well, I don't know what I was thinking, but I wanted to clean this up, so I kind of cut just literally a centimeter through, and I made that part a little bit jagged edged. So now that part will be showing, and when we get it wrapped, long story short, I'm gonna try and smooth it out so you don't notice it. But I'm an idiot and I fucked that part up. That side's technically done. Now I just gotta repeat on the other side. To be honest, I'm doing this 100% by myself, and I'm very satisfied with how well it's going so far. For those who don't think I answer the comments, usually within the first 10 minutes of video going live, I will go into the comments and answer as many questions and just reply back as much as possible. So just know that. I'm always looking. When the video goes live, I usually take a break, sit down, answer comments. Always trying to talk to you guys.
Pretty much thrift store.
Wow.
You know, this in like our local area, but
I am proud of this cut. This is like, shows that the more you practice it and you kind of get down your technique, how much improvement you can do. But just cut this fender, for the most part. But I just want to show, that's a really clean cut, at least for me. I did my outline first and then recut it and did this in like 5 minutes. So that's a really, really, really good cut. I'm proud of that one. Here's a better example of what it looks like when I made a 2-layer. So what I do is I cut the first layer and kind of just open it up. And I've been getting the hammer and I've been yanking this down, pretty much trying to bend it a little bit. And then I'm gonna cut it again right here, take it out, and then I'll cut the second layer and fold it up. And that's how I am dealing with cutting the rears. Everyone does their car differently, but that's how I'm choosing to do it. To finish this part, before we do any major welding, I've seen this done before, but I've never done it myself. But what I'm gonna attempt to do is I obviously cut slits, and I'm gonna hammer these through, or you can almost just bend it. But I'm pretty much gonna go like this, and essentially find a way to pinch this together as a temporary fix. So I'm probably just gonna get this hammer, quite honestly, just, I'm gonna attempt to hammer this back. I know I'm not showing much of it, but I just finished it. So it actually wasn't that bad. So I made 1,000,000 slits, and then with the hammer, I started banging all of it up. So this is kind of a temporary, I know it looks really bunk, but the idea is now once we have our welder, we'll just weld this all together and then fill all these empty gaps with like metal tape. But so now what I need to do is I need to go back to the original side, and I need to cut higher up on here and do the same thing. Then I'm gonna go over everything with like an angle grinder and kind of just smooth it out, and then put everything back on. We should be good to go. So we're getting close. I'm doing this 100% by myself, so I'm like really, really, really stoked with how this is turning out. I'll show it a little bit, but I'm not gonna show it too much just because it's repetitive as hell. But I pretty much have this side of the car done. It fits pretty good. It fits pretty good. It's an interesting kit because the rear is a huge piece. Normally I've seen them just like come to like here and they don't really have all this extra, but this one's interesting. I find I like it a lot because at first glance I feel like you don't notice that the second piece is actually wide bodied because it fits pretty flush into the rear. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. I love the front end. The front end's sick. Especially, I only have one Cleco holding this in, but I just made my own little like mounting points. Ignore the gap for right now, but it's a 50 mil. And quite honestly, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know I'm probably gonna run a 50 mil spacer in the rear, but in the front with the angle kit that we're going to install, that naturally will give the front a little more width. So I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do, but I probably will just do 50s up front. 50s on front and on back, and then end up just having the front hang out a little bit, and because it will have front camber too, so I guess we'll just play it by ear. But I'm probably just gonna do the, I've said this a million times, I'm just going to 50 mil space it, whatever. It looks great though. All right, with the whole kit fitted, the last thing that I did that I didn't show too much because I've been slaving away at it is we had some issue with the gas cap. It fit, but it was a little bit off. So what I needed to do is I pretty much have been sanding for the past hour, and I gave myself some extra room right here, and also it's kind of tight right here, so I've just been hand sanding that. It's doing a little bit of progress, but for the most part, I think it's done. Probably took me like 4 hours to do it by myself, which isn't bad at all, and considering kind of figuring it out as I went, and with all my little hiccups and whatnot, completely done. It looks like shit now. I understand that, but huge thanks to Carbon Crown. This company's Instagram down below if you want to check out their wide body. I am in love with it. I think it looks great, so I am pleased and honored to be running it. Tomorrow we will get ready on changing the wrap, or changing it up. We will get ready to wrap it. The color we're doing for this is pretty wild. It's pretty crazy. It's inspired from like, inspired from like being a little kid. What's up, Cal? This is like gonna be a Need for Speed inspired drift FD looking thing. The car's gonna make me look like I really know what the fuck I'm doing out there, when really I don't yet, but that's okay. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I will see you tomorrow. Peace out and keep moving forward. I'm feeling
Gotta do it for the video.
Gotta do it for the video. Alright, Calvin, imagine on memory.
Hi, I did. Hey, Colin.
Hey, oh, I was kidding, man. I was kidding. There is no sippy action going on in this car.
Forget it.
I didn't know.
Backstory on that rug. TJ was the only one who wanted it. And when he brought it, and Sabrina was like, don't buy it. Like, it's not good.
I know where this is going.
And then when he bought it, he laid it out and he was like, oh no.
Okay.
This isn't what I thought.
Okay,
it was.
no, okay.
And it was like, you have to see it. Half of it is fucking white and like gray, and then another half of it is gray and gray.
It was
like,
artsy.
what the fuck? No, it's not.
The issue, it got destroyed. Everyone's feet made the carpet black, and then I wasted my monies on it. It's whatever. Repurposed. Has a use now.
New life.